Get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet, believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And now the opening lineup for New York. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Derrick Rose is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it. Boss.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Outside Fournier. Pass to Randall. Now Barrett. Rebound Brooklyn. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
They recover it. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Boss's shot is off. Here's New York now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
I mean, every game... against this team is so... important. That's how it is in a divisional race. And Evan Fournier is the longest tenured NBA player out of France. There were 10 French-born players during the 21-22 season.
And Fournier from France, one of the countries on the rise in the basketball world, Greg.
No question. I mean, Canada has become a clear number 2 to the U.S. Then it's France, Australia, Germany with lots of guys in the league. Evan Fournier, a big reason we'll see more Frenchmen.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Back to Rose. Pass to Barrett. It's blocked. Irving against Rose. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Hey, great communication on the lob.
Could be top 10 easiest assists that Fournier's had.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Pass to Sharp. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Fournier. Back to Rose. Mills against Fournier for 3. Barrett. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Finding some room there on the perimeter. The lefty, R.J. Barrett, knocks it down.
Pass to Sharp. Barrett against Warren. Inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. It had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
Fournier can't hit that one, and Brooklyn will come the other way. And here's Mills for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Dangerous in the catch and shoot. When Mills sets his feet, has great balance, he's tough to stop.
Outside Fournier. Warren against Barrett. Back to Fournier. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. It's tipped. Here's Boss. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
You don't want to give T.J. Warren, who's a gifted scorer, that kind of positioning. You're just gifting him points.
Barrett against Warren. Barrett passes to Robinson. The kick out to Fournier. Over Mills. The shot by Fournier, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And to the surprise of some league observers, a number of rookies are already making huge contributions, Grant.
And it's so much fun to see these young players stepping up, getting thrown right into the fire, and for good reason. When you have 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap, you need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Fournier against Mills. Fournier with the bucket.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
The Nets with a lead. Pass to Boss. Randall with a steal. Now Rose. Fournier with the ball. Randall outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rose, plenty of space. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Boss. He's got 6. To the middle. Randall pulls down the board.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Well, Brent, Canada is well represented in the NBA these days. R.J. Barrett may be leading the charge.
Man, if you put together a team of nothing but Canadian players, you'd have a pretty strong 5 out there. And Barrett's a guy who might be the leader of that squad.
No good on that one.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
Harris has checked in for Mills. So he comes up empty at the line. And specifically with R.J. Barrett, it feels like he's a lot older, Grant.
You know, B.A., but he's not close to 25 yet. So what we see right now, it's not what he'll be once R.J. hits his prime. Still a lot of room to grow for him.
To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And the Knicks making a change here. Quickly's checked in. Now here's Rose. 14 points for him last game against Minnesota. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got his second bucket on the night. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
And it's Quickly with a miss.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Warren. Second chance shot. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Robinson. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Randall, pass to Barrett. No luck on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Boss. He's got 7. Warren finds Irving. Boss's shot is off. New York trailing. Pass to Quickly. Here's the 3. They get it again. Here's Robinson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Activity level from Robinson right now is on an 11. Able to get that rebound.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Warren. Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Reddish comes in for Rose. We'll make substitutions. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Outside Reddish. Rose outside. Back to Reddish. From outside the arc. Brooklyn with the board. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. So on the floor for the Knicks. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Evan Fournier is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Reddish in at the 3. Knicks shooting 35% so far in this one. Pass to Randall. Outside Robinson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. New York no good that time either.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Down low. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Here's Rose. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, they're trying to close this gap. Always a good option to probe the paint and see if you can get an easy one inside.
Now here's Warren. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Fournier, the pass to Randall. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Mills. Here's Sharp. Robinson defending to the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
There's the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Gets a couple steps, and the mobility of Randle there helps to draw contact. Julius Randle, a nightly double-double threat. A guy who can occasionally drain the three, but when he first entered the league, many considered him just to be a role player. That role has changed.
The free throw drops for Randle. Well, since accepting a bigger role, Randle has really blossomed.
Well, it's great to see him evolve over time and actually be just taking on more responsibility. And with the way his game has blossomed, you can see why. He's a big part of this team.
And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's Simmons. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Mills against Randle. Rose outside. Robinson passes to Fournier. Knocked away. Stolen by Mills. Here's Simmons. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in this team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Right wing. Here's Boss. Check by Randle. Here's Warren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 7.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Reddish. Now here's Randle. 13 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
The Knicks have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Now here's Fournier. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. And that one's long. The Nets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Mills, no good. New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Fournier against Mills. Unloads from 13. And again, the Knicks missing.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Pass to Boss. Down low. That's tipped. And here's Reddish. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Such a versatile forward that can defend and shoot and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over it.
The free throw drops for Randle.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Here's Boss. He's got 12. Robinson with a steal, and he's all alone. Here's Reddish, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The big men like that running hard in transition should get rewarded, and Robinson able to do that there.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Rose. He has 6. Takes a 13-footer. Sharp grabs a miss. Sharp's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Boss. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Number 6.
And that's good as he hits both shots. New York trailing. Outside Fournier. Randall left side. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Boss. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Cam Reddish. And he can't get the first one. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Sharp. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hartenstein's checked in. He hits the second from the line. New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Fournier. For 3, Randall. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. There's the steal. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
The Knicks. Julius Randle. At the line with 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it.
So it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Brooklyn 44. The Knicks 36.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Nets with a lead. We've got Sharp, Kyrie Irving out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Boss in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Soft touch off the glass. 17 points in the game. A big deal for many NBA stars, landing a deal with Gatorade. MP has just secured that for himself.
And honestly, it means you've arrived to some degree. Good for MP to close that deal, and a nice move there from Gatorade.
Back to Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Barrett's got 7.
Now, I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
Here's Boss. Comes up empty down low. And the Knicks shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. And he's going for the lob. Toppin's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Back to Rose. Over Irving. No good off the back of the rim. The Nets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Mills. Here's Boss. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. 19 points in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Barrett finds Robinson. And here is Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Randall, he's checked in for Toppin. Boss. Good work defensively by Randall. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Barrett passes to Robinson. Outside Fournier. Pass to Rose. The floater. And Boss pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, even after it appeared that there was a falling out, Kyrie Irving remains a Brooklyn. Now, I suppose cooler heads prevail, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Irving on the move here in the near future.
Rose with the bucket.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Mills. Inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just... way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Back to Rose. Over Irving. Rose can't connect.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Count it. Sharp's got his third basket on the night right there.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
And here are the Knicks now. On the wing, Fournier. Puts it up. The rebound by the Nets.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Boss, good.
Seems like they've lost their defensive focus here in the second half, giving up way too much shot.
Outside Barrett. Outside Fournier. Looking to get back on track. No luck on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now.
Hate to say it, but if they're still